Namaste everyone and welcome back to my channel Awaken with Pradnya. Today in this segment of questions and answers, I have picked this question which many people are asking so far, why I am feeling emotionally numb or I am not feeling emotionally anything for my twin flame, and is this really normal? I feel this is a very good question because I think most of us who have been going through twin flame journey would experience something of this sort. So let me explain why you are feeling numb or emotionless, or you feel like you have fallen out of love with your twin flame, and why exactly it is happening. Before I begin, I want to request all those who are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel and press on the bell icon so that you can get notifications whenever I make new videos. And I also do one-to-one private sessions in terms of your twin flame journey as well as your spiritual awakening and ascension. So all the information regarding one-on-one sessions is given in the description. When it comes to these dormant states, when it comes to your twin flame journey, why exactly you're getting in this dormant state? And I feel there are several reasons why you feel like you have fallen out of love from your twin flame, or your emotions have got so numb that you can't feel anything, or even if you think about them, you don't feel the craving or longing or anything, or any sort of missing feeling when it comes to your twin flame. And I have also noticed that some people have got so used to that missing and longing feeling that when they stop missing their twin flame, they literally get very, very restless. And they start doubting whether this person is really their twin flame or not. How come they are not feeling anything for them? And where that whole energy has gone. And I think it's a very tricky situation because you are ought to get into that place where you don't really long for your twin flame at all. But when you really get into that state, you start missing being into that state of longing. This sort of a state also makes you understand that there is a place where you really want to be, a place of peace, but at the same time you don't really want to lose that restlessness which you feel for your twin flame. And the number one reason would be, when you are on this journey, you are absolutely processing a lot of stuff when it comes to processing your negative emotions, overcoming your inner conflicts. And I think this process is really, really exhaustive. And there are times that you are emotionally so drained that you are not able to cope up with what is happening with you emotionally as well as physically around you. And in such a state, if you are also feeling the energy of your twin flame, it will literally get too overwhelming. You won't be able to handle it. I think this is an amazing way of the divine to protect you from getting too overwhelmed. And such periods would come and go, that the divine also gives you the chance to rest for a while. And because of that rest, you are again accumulating more energy to carry forward in your next milestone, towards your next milestone. So that rest, that halt, that particular break of that particular time period is really, really required, because you can't just carry on. It's really, this journey is very, very emotionally exhaustive, and sometimes you really get even physically drained because of the mental turmoil you are dealing with and the kind of emotions you are dealing with inside. And because of that, this in between resting period is absolutely required, and it is very much a part of this journey. In my own journey, I have got into such periods for either a couple of days or couple of weeks or even couple of months. So whenever you are being really, really restless or getting exhausted, most probably, high likely, you will stop feeling your twin flame. So your energies are not really tapping into their energies, and you are not really draining yourself out while feeling them. You are utilizing that energy in processing your denser emotions. Second reason is that many people are also asking this, that is it really surrender? Have I really surrendered if I'm not feeling them, or I'm not feeling that restless feeling or that longing feeling or any sort of their energies, does that mean that I have surrendered? My answer to that would be no, it is not necessarily surrender, because surrender is a state of your mind. And if you have intentionally given up that, okay, I don't want to carry on with this whole thing, let me just forget my twin flame and I want to move on. If you are in that sort of a state, then it is definitely not a surrender. So if you are landing up in this numbness, it is not necessarily a surrender state. But if you believe in your union, you believe 100% that you're twin flame and you have something to do with each other, and there is something which is going to happen between you two, and you do believe in that connection and that union, and if you are feeling numb about this connection, after deciding that you don't want to get dragged on in the energies and you have intentionally successfully detached from them, it may happen that you are experiencing some blissful moments in the state of surrender where you don't really emotionally feel anything for them, and you are finding your inner state of peace or inner state of balance. So if are you in surrender in such a scenario or not will vary person to person, whether you have really surrendered or you have given up, depending upon that. Another third very important reason why you're feeling numb or you feel like you have fallen out of love is because there is something definitely waiting for you in terms of your karmic commitment or in terms of some life lesson which you need to learn, and that time to go through that particular experience or particular learning or some sort of a soul lesson or some sort of a karmic commitment is arrived. And that is why slowly the divine will put you away from your twin flame energy for that particular period of time, so that you are able to focus on that particular soul contract or a commitment or whatever you have planned for yourself. Once that task is getting over, you will again slowly start feeling that energy of your twin flame again. And the fourth and the last reason could be that you are considering yourself a twin flame, but you aren't a twin flame. And because of that, somehow this energy, what you were feeling, started diminishing, and slowly you could really move on from that person, and you never again felt the same craving or longing for that person. This would typically happen with somebody who is mistakenly considering somebody as their twin flame. But if it is a true, genuine twin flame connection, the first three reasons would definitely apply. That either you are emotionally processing a lot of things and you are receiving a lot of cosmic downloads and light codes, which basically are helping you in your ascension, and that is why you don't feel this twin flame energy. Second reason is that probably you are in the surrender state, somewhere getting successful here and there, and that is why a few days you are feeling this amazing state of peace and balance, and that is why you are not feeling your twin flame. Or the third reason could be that there is something else for you in terms of your karmic commitment or your soul lesson, life lesson, or experience, which you need to concentrate on, and that is why your twin flame energy will naturally diminish from your energies. So all those who are feeling something like this on this journey, dormant periods, it's okay, it's completely okay. These periods would come and go, and make good use of those periods, because in such periods your productivity can get really well, you can start functioning really well. Use these periods to gather yourself again, and the divine is giving you this chance to gather yourself again and gain that strength again to carry forward. And don't worry if you're feeling something like this, because it is providing you the required strength you need for this journey. I hope I have cleared this question. And another very small thing I want to mention over here is that most of this emotional turmoil is somewhere knowingly or unknowingly also related the label twin flame, that you feel that this person is your twin flame, and that is why knowingly or unknowingly you are expecting their energies. So introspect with that and don't get too attached with the label. Get keen to understand your experience more closely rather than getting too much into the label and what happens in that if you are a twin flame. Don't get attached to the belief system which comes along with this label twin flame. So I hope I have cleared the doubts which are surrounding this particular question. So see you in the next video, and namaste.